What is good, Raider Nation? Welcome back to Monster Raider YouTube. And our Las Vegas Raiders have finally made a move. We signed Darius Phillips, 26-year-old, to a one-year, $2.2 million deal. He's a cornerback slash return specialist. And I really like this because it's finally going to take Hunter Renfrow out of that punt return duties. Hopefully, that's if he does make the team. And it is also going to add depth to the team because I believe Brandon Faison isn't returning. Desmond Trufant, I don't believe, is returning. And I think other than that, it's just Nate Hobbs, Trayvon Mullen, and Amik Robertson, who we have all seen Amik show his flashes, but then also look very, very, very bad. And Darius Phillips, in 47 games, only starting 10. He started 6 interceptions, 29 pass breakups, 3 forced fumbles, 73 tackles, and 5 tackles for loss. Now, he isn't a pin needle mover when it comes to pushing the team forward to a Super Bowl push, but he does add depth to an important position that is depth needed in the NFL because guys go down left and right. We've seen it a lot last year, and we've seen that we were lacking depth. We were lacking depth at that cornerback position. And also another move that we made within the team, Andre James has restructured his contract, freeing up $2 million in cap space in 2020. And is a $1.5 million cap hit this season. I really, really like that Andre James, and we have a lot of unselfish guys on the team that will free up not a lot of space, but will free up space to bring in other guys. Maybe this is to bring in Stephon Gilmore that we have been linked a lot to, and we were reportedly getting very close to bringing him in to the Raiders team. And hopefully with today being the second day of free agency, we bring in the guys that we all want. Allen Robinson is still out there. I've seen Marcus Williams get signed. J.C. Jackson, unfortunately, he did go to the Chargers. Carlton Davis re-signed with the Buccaneers. And James Daniels, too, I believe he went to the Steelers today, so that's another big loss. There was a lot of defensive tackles, offensive guards, offensive tackles that we could have definitely used, but unfortunately they got a bigger contract, or maybe they just went to their hometown or something. But I still believe this team is waiting for free agency to come to them. Even though me personally, myself, I have to admit, during the first 2 hours of free agency, seeing guys go to the Chargers like J.C. Jackson, I was thinking, like, what the hell are the Raiders doing? We have all this money? We cleared up, I believe it was like $12 million, $15 million the day before or 2 days before the free agency started. And I kept wondering, why are the Raiders not making moves? We're just going to let guys fly off the board. And DJ Chark also is another guy that signed a one-year deal. I believe it was $12 million to the Detroit Lions. That's another guy that in my recent video I had in my top 5. DJ Jones is another guy I had in my top 4. I believe 4 of the guys that I had on my top 5 all signed contracts. I believe 2 of them became AFC West rivals, DJ Jones and JC Jackson, and the DJ Chark went to the Detroit Lions, and Carlton Davis resigned with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But I still believe we can land our star wide receiver. I mean, hopefully we can land our star wide receiver, and we just don't end up following that Patriot way where they don't spend money, but then they draft. I'd rather build a team through the draft and free agency, but right now this past season this offseason is a very, very important offseason when it comes to bringing guys in, filling holes, because this draft class is very deep at wide receiver, but I'd rather get a guy that is proven like Allen Robinson, or when it was DJ Chark out there. He's not a proven receiver, but he has a lot of potential. He's a boomer bust free agent. But bringing in a guy like Allen Robinson, bringing in a guy like J.C. Jackson, Carlton Davis, I wish we were able to bring in those guys. But I mean, Allen Robinson is still a possibility, but J.C. Jackson and Carlton Davis are not, unfortunately. With that being said, Raider Nation, let's just hope our team makes the moves and makes the right moves, because in the past we've given guys a crap ton of money that did not deserve it. Tyrell Williams, Sean Smith, just a bunch of guys. There's a whole list of guys that Gruden and Mike Mayock gave money to that did not deserve that type of money. But hopefully we can make those smart moves that could push this team forward, because this team is still very, very young. I believe our average age is like 27. I want to say that. I believe that was the last time I seen was like 27 years old. And that is still very, very young. And we made the playoffs with a 27-year-old team that went through a bunch of adversity throughout the season. But yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you guys share with your friends, family, and everybody within the Raider Nation. Other than that, we out.